If you think Rogue is just about RNG, that is why you are losing. Rogue is not random. You just have to know how to play. Ultimately, what happens in Rogue is just repetitive. If you pick something early, you don't get it later. So learn how to pick up front, and let's go through the cards together and get you good at Rogue. So let's hop into this one, let's get into Rogue, let's go through the cards, and let's make you a master. All right, we have our lineup set, and our goal is to get to wave 300, and we are going to get there, and I'm going to show you how. So as usual, we're going to try and start off everything that we can. We'll just go ahead and get it going. I picked a card and I don't know what I picked, so that is on me. We will go through and I'll show you. So we have additional range, but we have a reduction of gold, which is the worst card that you want to try and start off with. But let's get ourselves up and let's get a dug down and see if we can get to wave 300. Because if we can start unlocking some other units, and we should be able to complete a different quest. Come on. Now, I made a mistake here, but what you're really looking to do in Rogue is get down as many units and get as much gold compiled as soon as possible in the beginning. So focus on that. All right, we got Doug down and he is putting in the work already. So let's get another Doug down again. And another one we will put right here. All right, and every 15 waves we have to pick a new card here. So we have this one, which is going to be gold. We have range, which counteracts that, but it reduces our HP from our enemy. We have range, but it reduces our SPA, which isn't a big deal with Doug because of how quick it is. And then we have damage and enemy. So we're going to go with range because I want to try and get to above 13 so we can get rid of this card and get some more gold. Because we really need placement gold. And we're going to stack Puff at the end of the line just in case. Once again, being that she is a Pierce unit. So it will continue down the line and hit multiple units at once. Alright, so we will stand up here and just kind of wait. Our next step is going to be wave 30, where we're going to pick our next card. But let's start leveling up our Dougs as we can. Alright, our damage has been reduced, which could be an issue later on, but we can increase our damage, and that'll put us over, so we'll have to get rid of a card, and we're obviously going to get rid of our card that's losing gold. We should start to see our gold climb much faster at this point. We are at wave 45, and it's time to pick a new card. So we can burn one of these curse cards by using this one, or we can reduce our SPA and increase the health. But as you can see, we are at 5 right now, and I don't want to burn that card. I want to save this because it will come back later if we do have a worse card than 33%. So right now I'm actually going to pick the base because it's still early. And as you can see, it's going to increase our range. So I've already got range here, so we're going to get rid of this range card and increase our damage and our range. All right, and we are at wave 7 or 60. We are at wave 60 right now, so our next card is up. So we can pick one here for range and minimal damage. We can kind of save these ones for later, which we're going to do. So we're going to pick this 3. It's going to force us to burn a card because 2 aura needed for swap, and we only have 13 max. So we're going to get rid of our range, and we're going to get rid of that 1 damage and continue on. And we are at wave 75, so it's time to pick a new card. As you can see, they're all at 5. So once we add that in, whatever card we pick, we're just going to continue on here. So we are once again thinking about for the later down the road, where this is going to be the best for the last cards. This is going to be pretty decent, but this one is just going to be kind of neutral. So we're going to pick it off the bat. Now continue working on leveling everything up. In wave 90, we got a new card, and we are going to be losing 1. We've got damage, enemy, once again, enemy speed and damage, and range and damage. So this one is going to be the worst card, and I still want to try and save the better stuff for later. So let's pick this level 5, and we're actually going to dump 2 cards by cheating. So that's going to leave us with 15, so that means I have to get rid of 2 cards this time. We're actually going to hope to get cursed, because we need to have a certain amount of curse cards to be able to defeat the quest to get the PD unit. Alright, we're at 105. We have our first gold card. We're just going to take it, even though it is going to be pointless here. It is just going to be a card to add. It would have been nice at the start. Now, as we've seen all 3 colors of cards. We've seen a red card, a blue card, and a gold card. And that is going to be the tier list. Now, I try to take all the red cards closer to the start, because that is going to be the easier levels. So the worst stuff that I get up front, the easier it is to maintain. The blue cards are middle to higher, so I try to take those at the end. And gold usually has something to do with either helping you further more aura or additional gold. I'll usually try and take more gold up front, but other cards, gold cards, I might just save for the end, because they don't do anything, so I'm not actually gaining or losing if I can't get a blue card. So notice the order of the cards, because that is going to be the biggest factor in playing Rogue, and try and save the good cards for the end. Alright, we are at wave 120, and we're just going to swap gold cards and keep it easy. Alright, we have been cursed. That gets us another curse card closer to completing the achievement. Let's see what cards we get to choose from now. We no longer care about gold or upgrading, because we are done with that. So we are just going to once again swap out the gold cards here. So as you can see, we are now up to 2 curse cards. So we need more to be able to finish this with the curse cards to defeat the quest. I believe it's 5 curse cards total, so let's hope we get some more. Wave 150, time to pick a new card. We can increase our aura and reduce our damage, reduce our SPA, and increase the hit points or health on the enemy. Or we've got range and enemy speed. Not really a huge fan of any of these. We're going to add some aura points, and we are going to get rid of this one right here. Nice, we've got our 3rd curse card. Hopefully we can get 2 more. And so, as you can see, we've got a reduction of gold for a decent cost here. But whatever we pick, as long as we don't go over 18, which is going to be any of these cards, we are just going to instantly get it. So I am going to take the damage and the range here, and we are over halfway. So we will just do a quick little map overview. As you can see, it's going to come down the straight, then it'll turn right, left, and it will loop through around here and come through and in at the city hall. As you can see here, Once you get to a certain level, almost everything is going to cover it, but we do almost have complete map coverage from those 3 units. So as long as we don't lose that unit from a curse card, we should have this in a bag. So we'll continue on to hang out up here, and we will wait until we hit the next card and make our choice. All right, we are at 180, where we get to pick our new card. We are not going to burn any of these cards on the curses, so let's pick our card. We can pick this and still have 5 cards. That'll reduce our enemy's speed. We can pick this, and that will ultimately get rid of one of these cards. I'm thinking that it is pointless to get rid of one at this time, so we're just going to add a card and keep on going. We'll check back in on wave 195. Hopefully we can get another curse. All right, we have 5 cards, so we are definitely losing something. I don't really care about the SPA right now, so I'm going to pick that. That's going to put us over, so we're going to get rid of our... let's get rid of this one. And then we'll also get rid of our... I like the damage boost, the aura. Yeah, we can start getting rid of more cards. And then we will get rid of our upgrade cost. And then we'll get rid of this one. So reduced our cards greatly. All right, we have been cursed and gold, so who cares at this point? So we are happy about that, because that means one more curse card and we can complete this on the first pass. As long as we don't lose this one unit, when we are good. So what card are we going to next? Let's just do damage and just swap these ones out, and we will continue on, and I will see you on wave 225. All right, we are still one curse card away, but let's pick a new card here. Ooh, I think we're going to do this SPA and increase the enemy hit points. Let's keep going. We still need one more curse card. All right, and now we are going to pick... let's do range. And as we saw, we just keep repeating those cards over and over again, which is why I keep been pushing them off towards the end. They are good cards to play late game. Nice, we got our 5th curse card, and it's enemy speed, so we should be ready to rock and roll. Alright, so now we are going to increase our damage just to be in sure here, and we will continue on, and I will see you at wave 270. All right, our second to last card, and I like it. We're gonna reduce the HP of our enemy. And our last card. All right, so we want to make sure that we keep the reduction of damage for them with our damage. So let's pick another increase in damage, and let's get rid of this one right here since it has the increased SPA. All right, that was our last card. So all we have to do is make it to wave 300, and we beat the Rogue achievement. All right, and that is it. We have officially beat Rogue. As you can see here, we got a first time win, so we get this mount. We've got some gems, some coins, and some crates. Overall, not the best way to play, but currently there is a quest that we want to claim. So we are going to go into quests and go into achievements, and we are going to go into going rogue. And as you can see, we are going to be able to claim a lot of crates. We're going to be able to claim a new mythic, which is a bus station. And then that means that the only thing we have left is to beat it without using a secret or exotic. And then we can get this PD unit up here. So we will have to try and get there, but that mythic is going to be a good jump. We are still shy of level 25, so next episode is going to be closing in the gap, showing off some trading, and ultimately getting us to raids. It's time, so make sure you like, subscribe, and get on the train to this masterclass.